Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Hot Dog Frog Pod, where I'm joined again by my friend Will.
Yo, what's up?
Should we number the episodes? I actually don't know.
So this is episode 5.
Yeah, mentally, it's episode 5. The first episode was just like so strenuous on us.
Well, the first episode is 5 episodes. We just compiled 5
Yeah,
episodes.
well, it's like how like the first episode of the season's like double length,
Yeah,
but ours
so
was quintuple length.
so we're pretty much trying to hit our 5-minute mark.
Yeah, it's a quick 5, and then that's it. Anyways, how you been, man? It's been in the world of the podcasts. People probably don't realize it's been a while, but I think we last recorded like a few weeks ago.
Was it 2 or 3 weeks? I forget.
It's definitely because it was before you went to your little trip, which I actually
Well, it
would
was
like to
actually
ask
a
you
big
about.
trip.
Okay, my bad. Would you like to tell the viewers where you went, or is that like doxing you?
So I went to Maui for a week. Um,
That's in Hawaii.
yeah. So I went to Hawaii for a week, and much to my dismay, people were telling me it's an old head island. It was the Unction Island. And I went there and it was the most beautiful, amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, does that mean there's like certain islands attract different demographics?
I would assume so. You have some that are like big city islands, you have some that are more touristy, and you have some that are like people just kind of live there.
Which is Maui? Is Maui the second biggest island?
I think so, yeah, but it's also like not very like there's tourist spots, but it's not really like where you go if you're like trying to it's where you go when you're trying to get away from like city life, you know?
Oh, okay. So it's like when I imagine Hawaii, I think of like those big jungles and like the volcano in the background and like when you like walk through it, you have to like bushwhack your way and stuff.
So in your mind, in your mind, Hawaii is like,
It's like
uh,
Tropic Thunder.
yeah, with blackface and like
Yeah.
everybody's wearing
I mean, honestly,
blackface.
yeah, when I pictured you there, I pictured you doing blackface, honestly.
Well, I was just fitting in with the locals. That's like a thing they do.
Oh, okay. I haven't been there in a while. So last time I was in Hawaii was 3rd grade. Um
Actually,
yeah, I
what were you
remember
doing there, bro?
I was just chilling.
They fucked up and
Like
let you on that island.
they should never let a guy like me into Hawaii in the 3rd grade, but they did it. Um, it was pretty chill. All I really remember is my grandma was there. Um,
This
we
sounds awesome.
yeah, it was me and my grandma are like dynamic duo. But I think we went to what's the big city? Oahu? No, that's the
Yeah,
island.
yeah. Oahu's the city island.
Oh, it is the city's also called Oahu.
Well, Oahu's known as being like a city island. Like it's pretty like
Oh,
it's city life.
okay. I realize I'm probably sound pretty ignorant right now because I went here and I don't even remember, but we were definitely in the city, and I don't know, I just remember the water being super warm. That's like the
Dude,
main
the water
thing.
is warm.
It's crazy. And you went like, some may say December is the coolest time of the year.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up because it is in some places except where I went.
Oh yeah. Well, relatively it probably is, right?
Well, it's funny you say that because that's interesting.
That yeah.
Um, it was nice, dude. It was really nice waking up and just like, putting my damn shorts on, my big boy shorts.
Putting your coconut bikini on and walking outside.
Exactly, with my black face.
Yeah.
Walking outside, grabbing a lime, grabbing some mangoes, some just fruit off the tree, going inside, cutting it up for breakfast.
Hmm.
That was probably the highlight of it. I went to the beach a lot, but dude, I was scared of sharks, so I didn't go too deep in the water. I probably got up to like my waist and then got in and then like left, but like I was
Really.
too scared of sharks, bro.
I
Because
would be
it's like
afraid to
not that big of
go.
a deal.
Yeah. I mean, sharks are a pretty big deal, I'd say.
Well, I would say, like it's like okay, yeah, you're gonna get attacked by a shark, but I feel like I dead ass would just be the guy who got attacked by a shark, just given my like track
That
record.
yeah, honestly, like you do give me attacked by shark energy.
Like audio listeners, uh, right now, think about everybody you know and or have heard. I'm probably the most likely person to be attacked by a shark.
This guy has like tasty snack energy in the eyes of sharks, honestly. So
Well,
I can kind of see it.
Well, the thing is, there's like people have like sweet blood, and I have sweet blood.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, like it's a type of like blood that you have, like there's A, AB, A negative. I have
Yeah,
the type where my blood is really sweet, and it has like a sweet scent, so mosquitoes attack me more aggressively and more
really.
frequently. Yeah.
I feel like I usually get destroyed by mosquitoes when I'm like out camping. So I kind of maybe I have that sweet blood as
Well,
well.
maybe you have savory blood, and like I'm more of like a dessert type of like human,
Oh, okay.
and
So
so
I'm yeah, I could see that. So I'm kind of like
you're like a
my
meal,
yeah, I'm like the steak blood, but you got
like tart or not tart, but
that
like
like 7 layer chocolate cake blood.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like a dessert person.
Do you think vampires have like refined palates and
That's a good question.
they like
Like, would
pick out
they?
different humans?
Yeah, like would they fuck with a smoker?
Ooh,
Like a
yeah,
like a ch-
d
you know
well, okay, not to get too weeb head right here, but isn't that, one of the things about Demon Slayer where, like, more powerful
when they
humans taste
smoke
better?
more.
Yeah, when they chain smoke, they it tends to ward off the demons because they just taste, like, bad.
Well, the smoke, if you think about it, it's like tastes better for the vampire because you're smoking so much. The smoke is smoking your inside, so it's kind of
Dude,
like smoked brisket.
okay, so maybe it's actually, like, working the opposite.
Yeah, so you probably don't. If you're scared of vampires, you probably don't want to smoke more.
Dude, and you know what? Your shark thing is probably valid then because your blood probably was like really like sweet and delicious after your little fruit breakfast.
Exactly, exactly. So I was a fruity guy. So they were probably trying
Yeah,
to
you've been
get
known
me.
to be called that, honestly.
It's interesting you say that because that's funny.
Yeah, it's funny you say that.
What about you, Taylor? How have things been out there in the sticks, the boonies?
Yeah, down in Oatfield, Oregon slash Milwaukee, Oregon. I guess I should let me take a step back. I'm
Oatfield?
dude. Yeah, apparently this area is called Oatfield.
That's crazy.
Um, so I'm normally an Idaho guy, you know, that's where I reside most of the year, but I'm made a hop, skip, and a jump over the border, the Idaho Oregon border, and I'm now in the Portland area. So just a little sneak preview for the listeners, but we might have an in-person pod coming up here. So I guess that's like the main thing I've done, like is just come over and chill in Portland for a bit. And I ran a 10-kilometer race that was really
How many
muddy.
miles is that?
That's about like 6.2 miles roughly.
Okay, so like amateur league.
Yeah, I mean it's like basically a baby marathon, which is like
Yeah, well, it's like a
kind of
walk even.
kind of like junior mode, honestly. Um
And some people, I mean, that's like a stroll, right?
Yeah, some may see even a pleasant stroll, but I think it was good for me. I think it was a lot of fun for sure, and I think it went pretty well. So, besides that, honestly, like not a whole lot has been going on. This time of year is usually kind of chill for me, so not as exciting as going to the Tropic Thunder Island or whatever.
Yeah. Let's take this moment to segue into
Okay,
a segment that we've really been excited about. So go ahead.
longtime listeners, or I should say, people who have been anticipating this pod for a while, have probably been wondering about the Ask HDF form. And for those who are unaware of it, perhaps newer listeners, we put out a nice little form for the average HDF viewer to, you know, send a question, address or send some concerns they want us to address, you know, just maybe just like start a good, interesting discussion because, like we said earlier, this is the kind of pod you come to ponder. And
And if I can add, you're welcome to suggest topic wheel topics for that too.
yes, this is an all-encompassing form, um, as it says at the top, "Ask us anything." All right.
Let's look through it. First question.
Um,
Or should is the bottom what's more
the
recent or what's
the
like how does it
the bottom is the newest, I believe.
Okay.
Should we go new to old? I mean, some of these we're just gonna have to skip by.
Let's do oldest because it's been a while.
All right, and this is all anonymous. You know, you can probably leave your signature if you want it to be non-anonymous, but right now it all is. So, all right. First question. Hi, I just wanted to ask about Speed getting paid $100 million billion for being the up next top fragger with the sickest flicks. Is that anytime soon? Let me deflect that to you, Will. as you handle our bankroll.
Yeah. Oh, we just need to like ban this guy from the forum. Okay, let's
All
go
right,
next.
next question. When will speed get 100 million billion dollars?
Dude, I'm just feeling like nobody's taking this serious.
All
We
right,
just go next.
this next one's not even a question. It just says, Will is GOAT.
Okay, that's fucking sick. And this is the kind of stuff that we're looking for, from the forum here. It really paints a picture of what the audience is wanting and how their sentiment is towards this. So thank you.
All right. This one's an actual question. It says, Dear HDF, how to get girlfriend?
This is awesome.
I understand why you would ask us, like, I mean, we're like pretty much the hottest dudes, you know?
Well, you would probably start with some kind of courtship. You need to get a lady's attention in some regard. Um, I find I have found the best way to do this is you're at a bar and staring until they look back at you to kind of get initiated is a pretty like standard way to do that.
Yeah. You could also draw their attention through other methods, like,
You can
making,
make a loud noise.
yeah, but like pretend it wasn't you because people like mystery. So you could like,
Oh
maybe
yeah, that's true.
maybe you like throw like a metal pan like in the corner of the room and then like immediately look straight forward after you throw it.
So you would need to bring your metal pan from home. You
Yeah,
would need
and
to sneak that in.
I'll be honest, in today's America, you can't get a metal pan in anywhere nowadays, so it's kind of difficult to pull this one off.
So
But
you might want to bring like uh your 1911. That's probably easier to get in.
yeah, and honestly, a lot louder too.
Well, yeah, you could probably just fire around like at the floor.
Yeah, actually, I guess you could just thrown it too to make a noise.
Yeah. Oh, you could even like shoot a bullet past them. Make sure not to hit them. Or if you're a real marksman, you could, say you have your gun, your pistol, and you're at the bar. You finally see a nice lady, and you're like, "Damn, it's time to initiate." So you could shoot her glass out of her hand to show that you are an excellent marksman, and then boom, right as that shatter happens, another drink comes up, and they go, "It's for the gentleman with the gun. It's from him." And so that would be a good way to start
It's from the
kind of moving
gentleman with the
forward.
$2 pistol.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're at the club, you can make him dance too with the gun, which I've I've seen women respond really well to that one.
Well, women just love guns,
Yeah,
is what I've noticed. So honestly, I think the best way to answer this is how to get a girlfriend. You probably want like a gun or two, or maybe like just like one you can show off and be like pretty quickly if it comes to it.
yeah. All right, I think we pretty much covered that one. That was easy. All right, next question. Can you make me mod in this Discord for like 4 minutes? I have to do something real quick. No.
I dude, I'm gonna have a very serious talk with whoever put these questions in once I find out.
All right. Next one. Are you putting your big one in this podcast? Um, I don't know about you, Will, but I'm not sure what the big one is. Specifically, my or your big one.
Well, we could ascertain that this is an effort-based question or passion even. Yeah, I'm putting my big one of passion in this podcast and my big one of trying.
Yeah, I'm putting my big one of just pure fervor and just drive into this podcast because I'm doing like it's my last podcast.
Exactly. He's putting in his big one, Ryan Gosling.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is the last one we have right now, of this really supreme batch of questions. It's Dear HDF, thoughts on Kevin Nguyen? Um, that's a little
Who
difficult
is
because,
that?
well, that's difficult because we actually know two of them.
Wait, can we just look up how many people in the world are named Kevin Nguyen?
It's got to be just at my high school. It was probably at least like 40,
I'm gonna guess 30,000.
30,000. How do I name?
Kevin Nguyen name.
Well, I don't know.
How many people are named? How you gotta look up how many people are named Kevin Nguyen.
Oh, geez. I don't think we're gonna get it.
Wait, what is that? How rare is the name Nguyen?
Well, that one's gonna be really common.
30 to 30 Vietnamese people bear this.
What?
That's crazy.
30 to 40%. So it's more like how many are named Kevin.
Yeah, so should we look up what percentage of people are named Kevin?
Dude, this
There's
is
not much info about how many people have the name Kevin right now.
well, we need this info. This is like really important.
Wait, right here, right here. There are 343 people named Kevin for every 100,000 Americans. So, what's that percentage breakdown to? Like 17%?
Wait, no. No, stop. This is crazy though. This is talk about longevity. The name Kevin has been in the top 1,000 names for baby boys in the US since 1921. That's goat shit
That's
right there.
no, that's actually like is Kevin an Af what is
Whoa,
okay.
wait. Kevin is Gaelic for gentle and lovable.
Wow. Okay, so the female version of Kevin is Kavita.
Act- That's
Kavita.
crazy.
Dude, that's like the female Wojak. That's like the female version. That's nice.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
okay.
I'm glad we were able to address the most pressing questions of the people. So,
Let's keep it pushing. Let's go to this
yeah,
topic wheel. You know they're itching for it.
yeah, longtime listeners have been waiting for this this whole time, and we have some good topics. That's all I'm gonna say. So, I'm not gonna wait any longer. I'm just gonna give it a spin.
Audio only listeners, the wheel is spinning right now.
Classic Will's topic gets picked
Oh,
again.
perfect.
All right. Old head desserts. Um, do you want? I mean, I guess it makes sense for you to take the lead on this again because it's your topic.
Yeah, so old head desserts. Let's just think about old head desserts, like desserts you don't see around anymore that like people were really fucking with like when they were young heads. Uh like I know I said earlier like banana split is an old head dessert. You don't
Banana
really see
split.
that.
Yeah.
And like if you do, it's a kid, it's like a 50-year-old man with like a propeller rainbow hat.
Yeah, for his like 80th birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think one of the things that it's kind of tough because like stuff that tastes good back then still tastes good, but something yeah, banana splits just they're really past their prime for sure. Like the only time I think of banana splits is like on SpongeBob when they get one,
Yeah, that's true.
and then like yeah, like when you're like some Back to the Future diner like 1955. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have a banana split, please. And they
Yeah,
roll
like
it in on their roller skates.
well, I feel like nowadays if you tried to order a banana split, they'd like laugh at you. You'd be laughed at by like
Yeah.
everybody who heard you.
I feel like it's also become a bit of a sexual innuendo almost, which has further
What is a banana split in that context? I've never
Okay,
heard of this.
have you seen the movie have you seen the movie Not Another Teen Movie?
No.
Oh, okay. It
Do
well,
you like to watch a lot of teen movies?
no. It's like a parody movie, like superhero movie.
Oh, okay.
Um it's actually crazy because it has Chris Pratt in it like before he was Captain America.
When he was a teen.
Sorry, I'm not Chris Pratt. Who's wait, who the
Chris Chris Chan? Christian?
no, no, who's the guy who plays Captain America? I
Um,
should really know this.
I don't know, but we all know. Let's not
Chris
give
Pratt is
free
Mario.
shout
What am I
outs.
talking about?
We shouldn't be giving free shout outs. They should pay to be mentioned here.
Um,
Anthony Mackie.
no, stop.
That
That's the
that's
new
Captain
Captain
America.
America. That's the new Captain America.
Oh, you can't just be the Captain America for you.
Wasn't he like? You know what? I'm not even gonna. Oh, this is a new movie coming out.
They have Red Hulk, and
Chris
I heard that
Evans. I
they're
knew it was a
teasing.
Chris. I knew it was a Chris. Chris Evans.
Yeah. He was in yeah.
So he's in that movie, which is like crazy because it's like a really shitty movie that he's just in, but it's pretty funny. Anyways, there's a scene where he says he's trying to seduce some woman, and he shows up naked with
But
like
they're
whipped
teen
cream.
women, right?
Well, they're supposed to be high schoolers,
So that okay, just clarify.
but
'Cause
they're
audio
like the
listeners might be
actors are
confused.
adults.
Okay. And this is a
Um,
movie that Tyler thoroughly enjoys for the audio only listeners.
okay. Now, see, you're just like putting dirt on my name right now.
No, I'm just you take like go ahead, man.
All right,
The
let me just
teen
yeah,
movie.
okay, let me just finish the story. So he basically just shows up with whipped cream on his nipples and his wiener, and then the girl walks out and he's like, wait, but it's a banana split. And she walks away anyways, and he's like, "Ah, frick!" And he turns around, and there's a banana sticking out of his butt.
That's awesome.
All right, I wish I hadn't brought that up now.
But no, that's I like that. That should probably been on the topic wheel. Teen
Dude,
movies.
you know what's an actual old head dessert that I watched a YouTube video about?
What?
It's called water pie. Have you heard of that?
Hmm. I can imagine what it tastes like.
Okay, explain what you think you're imagining.
So I'm thinking like a pie tin with pie crust filled up with water.
It's pretty close, honestly.
Is it ice instead?
No,
No, that would
no.
be an ice pie to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, like, so it's basically it's yeah, you 2/3 right. It is a pie tin with some
This
pie
sounds
crust,
delicious.
but it's basically the pie mixture is it's like vanilla extract. I think
And
there is
water.
sugar in it, and then yeah, it's basically instead of like cream or whatever they use to make pies. Usually, I actually don't know how people make pies. Um, but they just use water as the base, and like it's crazy because when you put it in the oven, it's literally
Just boiling. You're just
yeah,
boiling water.
it's literally water with vanilla extract in like a pie crust, and then you put it in, and then I think you freeze it or something, and it becomes like gelatinous. But it's extremely clear, so it looks extremely unappetizing.
Dude, this sounds like second week after getting paid dessert.
Well, this some history. This was a Great Depression era dessert, which is
Yeah,
why people.
that's
Yeah, I
they
mean
had water.
it was like a mega down bad dessert.
They're eating water.
I know, bro. Well, they're also eating pie crust, but it certainly wasn't like dense in calories, but it probably had a nice sweet, sugary vanilla taste to it and a nice water taste to it
Okay, so what about old-fashioned Coke, making Coke the old-fashioned way?
with cocaine or
Well, no, like there's diners that make Coke the old-fashioned way still.
and what is the old fashioned way?
Like a syrup and soda water and mix it and
Oh,
stuff.
I mean that's not really
That's
an old
like
head thing because they have those like soda making machines that you can buy at like the grocery store.
So do you think the soda making machines are making soda the old-fashioned way?
Well, yeah, it's just syrup and carbonated water, isn't it?
I guess so, yeah. So they
Or
have
club soda. That's an old head dessert.
club soda is definitely an old head dessert. You know what? Arguably the oldest head dessert is fruit. That's like the first dessert.
I guess it would be. That never made sense to me growing up when like you'd see commercials about like how fruit's a dessert. And I was like, the fuck is this? You know?
Yeah, it's like give me a damn banana split because this was back then.
Yeah, or like an old fashioned Coke.
Exactly.
Um I had just had one more. We talked about this earlier. It's technically not old head dessert by your criteria, as in like people still eat this for sure, but it gives me very old head dessert vibes, and that would be red velvet cake.
I'm glad you brought this up because I was thinking like more about it, and I think I was initially too quick to write it off.
Really?
I think I the woke mind virus has gone around and people have started to realize that it's just chocolate.
I didn't actually didn't know that until like pretty recently.
Dude, it's chocolate with bug dye. It's literally bug flavor if you
Wait,
think about it.
does that mean that RFK is gonna kill red velvet cake?
Well, no, I thought he liked eating oddities and whatnot.
But I thought we are getting rid of Red 41, which isn't that what it is?
Is that the bug?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, that doesn't make sense because bugs are like
What
healthy
bug
for you.
is this like ladybugs? Is that how they get the red?
Well, that would make sense because that's the red bug. So it's probably like dried up,
It is
crushed up
the
lady.
red bug.
Well, actually, now that you think, I think ladybugs are used exclusively for red velvet because it's chocolate and
That
red.
makes sense. That makes sense actually.
Because the black on it would just meld in because it's chocolate too.
They should just call it bug cake, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. So, and also, if you think about it, bugs are probably the oldest had dessert
Dude.
before fruit because we used to be little critters who would
Oh
eat
yeah,
bugs
like you're like a some gorilla or would be some chimpanzee from like 4 million
back
BC,
then.
and you're putting your stick in some like random tree log, and you like
Oh
pick out
yeah.
this big
Oh
maggot, and
yeah.
you're like, oh sweet, dessert's gonna be nice tonight.
Oh yeah.
You're like licking your lips.
I'm licking the damn tree log trying to get another one.
All right, I think you
Let's
ready
let's
for
hit
another
the wheel.
topic?
Let's hit the wheel.
Let's hide that, and then let's see what the wheel brings.
Oh,
Oh well, I hope you're still hungry.
I'm actually extremely hungry after talking about water pie and
I
bug
know.
cake.
Yeah. Man, nothing beats mama's cooking, some water pie and some bug cake. Recent eats. This can be kind of like what we ate, or sorry, not what we. Although I guess we could talk about. We should talk about what we ate last night, honestly.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get straight into the meat and potatoes of it. Hey, and
Facts.
that's a little bit of foreshadowing.
So should no, it's not.
Well, what did you eat last night?
Not meat and potato. Oh, I guess we did eat meat and potatoes. Damn, I was thinking like steak and mashed potatoes, but guess you're right. Should we say where we went, or should we keep it like on the down low?
I think we should gatekeep, you
Okay.
know? I think we
We
should share
we
our
went to a
experience.
so we basically went to this pretty exclusive dive bar
It was an
with
old
some
head dive
it's
bar.
definitely an old head dive bar with some nice lore about it. But we were hungry. So
Oh, we were
me and
starving.
Will, you got just a classic burger too, right?
Yeah, but I I wish I didn't. I just
Yeah. So the classic burger, you got cheese on it too. It's just classic like bun, patty, cheese, lettuce, onion. Was there tomato on it?
yeah.
I'm like giving a Krabby Patty formula right now.
Well, this is good description for the audio only listeners who can't
Yeah, we've never had the
imagine a
cheeseburger
burger.
before.
Yeah, I think you're breaking it down real good.
That one guy who only had that PB&J in his life, listening to us, like, damn, this PB&J sounds really good.
For the sake of trying to flesh out our audience, most people who listen to this have only eating PB&J.
Yeah, that's our target demographic, honestly. Um, and then we both got tots on the side with some ranch dip, and
Uh,
then
I'm glad you bring this up because arguably the perfect amount of tots last night.
I definitely could have eaten more personally.
But like, weren't you satisfied with like a
Uh,
handful or two of tots, not like a huge basket?
yeah, I mean, I guess like it was a side, like we did have a big old burger with it. It was pretty.
Yeah,
It was like a third of a pound patty.
yeah. Well, dude, I was upset because the order of operations for ordering was kind of like, what do you want? They asked me first, and then, let me get that, with this, and then Tyler, let me get that. But Tyler goes, curveball, can I add bacon? And they go, yeah. And so then I get to thinking, damn it, that sounds delicious. I can't, I'm like, it's too late. The ship has sailed. I can't add bacon.
You
It's
said,
like,
"Hold on, add the bacon."
so I just have to take that out. The food gets there, and I realize they did the best thing ever. It was the most delicious looking burger in the world. They put the bacon under the cheese and melted the cheese over the bacon for the burger. And so
That
there
was
I
kind
look
of clutch.
stupid. And I go, Tyler, let me get some bacon. He wouldn't give me a piece of bacon.
Yeah, there's only two pieces. To be fair, there's only so much I could give, even if I wanted to.
It was a solid burger. I mean, you know, it was just a burger.
For what it's worth, I wanted a different burger, but I wanted the blue cheese burger, but which what was strange about it it was a slice of blue cheese they were gonna put on it, not like crumbled blue cheese or like a
Yeah,
blue
that
cheese
threw me
sauce.
off. That threw me off crazy.
Yeah, I've never heard of blue cheese slice. Like, I'm wondering if they just buy like a wheel of blue cheese, just slice it up.
I don't think you can do that. Can you?
Well,
Hold
you
on, I'm looking up
could.
blue cheese slice. Oh my God, they have blue cheese slices.
It definitely.
That's like an odd form. That's like an odd form of a food.
Well, I gotta imagine it probably crumbles pretty easily, just because of the nature of blue cheese being kind of porous.
Dude, you know what's crazy? People who don't eat blue cheese.
I love blue cheese,
It's
but I think
delicious.
it's pretty too. Okay, I will say blue cheese is pretty disgusting looking, but I think it tastes really good.
I think have to get past the whole like mold part,
Yeah,
which I never knew it was mold until after I decided I liked it, and then I found out it was mold. I said, "Fuck it, bro."
I knew. I knew from the get go for sure.
24,000 blue cheese slice stock photos royalty free. They
All right,
that
yeah,
they have
we'll just
everything.
we can just layer these over the entire podcast.
Well, we should probably
Um,
review all 24,000 next episode.
okay, that'll be a quick one. Um, anyway, so I bring it up because the classic burger was my second choice, so that kind of I had a little lower expectations, I think. Um,
Arguably, the mac and cheese that Mike got was the belle of the ball.
yeah, our friend Mike got the mac and cheese. It came with bacon, and then he added crispy chicken to it.
Let's not make it more than it was. He added chicken tenders to it, and it was fucking delicious.
But like crispy chicken isn't like some super posh thing to like put in your mac and cheese.
It's not posh, but describing it as crispy chicken gives an air that
Does it though? So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel
I
like
feel like crispy chicken. Yeah.
I mean fried chicken bites,
Well, if
popcorn
I
chicken.
go, let's go to McDonald's. Can I get a 10 piece of the crispy chicken? You're gonna be like, what is this guy saying?
That's different though. It's not called out in the menu.
Well,
You know what?
I'm I'll let the viewers decide. Hey, sound off in the comments if you think crispy chicken is posh.
um. Anyways, I would say my burger was pretty okay as well. I don't like regret getting it. My biggest issue was it kind of fell apart in my hands.
Yeah, it was a floppy.
And I have like pretty big and like strong hands, so like I'm surprised that I couldn't keep it all together.
Well, I remember seeing you take your first bite because I didn't know how to really go at it, and I saw you take your first bite, and it was like a mouth open all the way, unhinged jaw to take the bite, and I was like, I don't think I have that in me.
Yeah, I when I'm hungry, like I don't know, something just comes over me. I guess.
You know, while we're on the topic of it, hot take alert, sound the alarm. It's time for the episodely hot take. Get that leafy crap off my burger if it's not shredded iceberg.
Yeah. I mean, was that like butter lettuce or like romaine? There's always romaine, but
It was not iceberg, and it wasn't crunchy enough to do anything for me, so it was just making my
yeah.
burger 2 times the damn height. I had a damn tall burger.
I feel like the onion should have been cooked a little more too, but
Those are just raw.
yeah.
Which is I don't know. You know, I've been on a since coming back from Maui, I was eating a lot of fucking fruit. Like I was at one point just sitting at a table, and then a guy would come in and just, have you tried this before? I was like, nope. Okay, try it. And I did that for like an hour, just trying so many different fruits. Um, so I've been on a big fruit kick, and I even just came back from the store today, and I bought my new favorite meal that I'm gonna make for dinner tonight is cut up banana, cut up mango, squeeze some lime over it, and call it
Dude, you know what? One of the craziest dishes I've had that was delicious.
craziest dishes. Okay.
One time we did a little potluck with my friend group in Boise, and we like really encouraged like it was a pretty like diverse group, as in like they came from different places, so they really encouraged like
Oh yeah, they came from their own houses.
yeah, and like we had a Filipino guy. He brought I forgot what you call it, but it's basically they call it banana spaghetti, and it's basically spaghetti with like this banana sauce,
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Banana
and I
sauce is
think
delicious.
and hot dogs in it.
Yeah, that's just delicious.
Dude, yeah, it was like one of the best things I've had, and I like could not fathom like something with banana sauce and hot dogs being so good.
So I was thinking banana spaghetti would be like a bunch of bananas with
Yeah.
like for the noodles and then just everything the same. So like you'd have meatballs, bananas for the noodles and red sauce.
Oh, like a zucchini noodle kind of deal,
Yeah, but it's just like
but
bananas.
banana. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of bananas, and you only have like seven noodles.
Yeah, which I mean that sounds good. That sounds great.
I'm curious what you can make out of noodles. Like,
Well,
is there
well, I
really like a limit?
what classifies as a noodle? It's got to be
Well,
length.
it's gotta be. Well, yeah. Instead of the shape, it has to be very like oblong. And
Definitely. Oh, well, now we get into bow ties.
well, no one says bow ties are noodles, are they?
Well, they're pasta. Are we talking? Oh, we're talking noodle talk.
I was
That's my
talking
bad.
literally noodles. Yeah,
No, well,
sorry.
noodle talk. No, yeah, oblong. I
Pasta,
think.
I feel like is a pretty like specific definition.
Okay, let's keep it noodle centric. Yeah,
I feel like it has to be have that shape, and then it has to be able to like it has to be malleable. You know, like I don't know if that's the right word. It can't break when you like
you could
pick
make
it up.
like pen noodle like noodles, but it's pens.
Okay,
That
like
that would that works, right? That's a noodle.
I guess I could you make like a lead noodle like from the stuff inside of a pencil?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It'd just be like
Low
yeah.
key could be
Actually,
good. Low key could be good.
you could probably make like for a bigger person who has a pretty big mouth, you could probably make steel pipe
Oh,
noodle.
I know a guy with a pretty big mouth.
Steel pipe noodle could be good.
Oh, okay. You know what they say? It probably have a lot of iron in it.
So that would be a good meal to give somebody who has the head spins when they stand up. Give them
Yeah,
iron or steel pipe noodle,
or
steel pipe
they're
spaghetti.
sleeping a lot and maybe feel a little tired all the time.
Yes. Steel pipe spaghetti.
Who said this podcast was like pointless? Because we're making
It's
some
high
real
effort.
progress.
It's high effort. Let's spin this wheel. Let's try to get a Tyler topic.
All right, we'll do one more, and then we have some crazy
We have a very good
predictions to
segment.
make. Yeah. All right. Nah, dude. It's just all Will segments.
Okay, let's spin it again.
You want to spin it again?
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping for what makes good bar food.
Well, you want to just do that?
D that would be another. That would be three in a row me choice. So I'll let you choose between the two.
To be fair, most of them are you.
I'm the idea guy.
So do you want to do top three or no?
What would you like to do? What makes good bar food or top three?
Um, I feel like bar food's more on topic for what we've been talking about.
All right, it's the Barcast.
All right. All right, so we'll do what makes good bar food. I can't drag it to pick it, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty topical because we just talked about bar food last night. Our burgers were okay.
Well, what's a good bar burger? Not like amazing, holy shit, this is a restaurant burger, but
Yeah, so
like what makes a good bar burger for you?
yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because to me, it's not that you're not expecting anything, but like you understand you're going to a bar. You're probably going to be a little drunk. You know, you've had a couple brews. And two, you understand that it's probably some really late time, some cook who's just like, you know,
He's back there chain smoking on your food.
yeah, like you got to understand that you're getting a certain type of food. And it's not necessarily bad, but I think the keys about bar food, one is that you would hope it's not just like some pre-made frozen thing, right? Like,
Well, you would hope it is.
or would you? Yeah. Well, your fries and tots are probably gonna be frozen,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with, honestly. Like, I think
Arguably, one denominator is having tots.
I would say, yeah, that's good tots. To me, tots are like one of the best bar foods because
Oh yeah,
they're just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just every time we go out to bars, we always get tots, and that's why I kind of associated with them. But
they're
tots are
delicious.
definitely, yeah, good tots are very integral to the bar food experience. Um, I feel like you need a good solid burger, like a basic burger, like one that doesn't try to do too much, one that
None
doesn't,
of that like like mixed greens on top with like
yeah,
Asiago 10-year aged cheddar, like blended burger patty. Like,
like
what do you think you
give me a
are?
slice of Kraft cheddar, give me a slice of or a nice quarter pound patty. Let me plop some ketchup on that thing. Boom.
Exactly. I wanna eat a burger that I could have easily made at home. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I would say, yeah, I'd say the burger's kind of like the centerpiece,
Don't
like,
don't like give me like iceberg lettuce. Give me this
yeah,
like the tomatoes that you know have been sitting for a couple of days. Give me, and so this is getting kind of deep into it. Give me the buns, mayonnaise on them, toast them, and then add a little mayonnaise after.
yeah. I feel like first off, I feel like that's an elite way to level up your burger. It just makes such a big difference.
The
Um,
toasted bun.
yeah.
That's
Um,
probably what happened last night. Our buns weren't toasted. That's why they fell apart.
I
They
wouldn't be
just raw
surprised
dogged
because
them.
a lot. It feels like a lot kind of, the lettuce wasn't sliced up, the onion was raw, which again, raw onion's not like bad. It's just like I don't know. I feel like it has a time and
Uh,
place.
I would say mozzarella sticks are a pretty safe bet too. Like
Yeah,
having
those
mozzarella,
those
like
are definitely gonna be
decent.
frozen.
But like, give me, yeah, that's what I want. Like good bar food is like, I know this is like been sitting back there for a while. You probably get an order in like once a week of these, and it's like it just hits the spot. Like,
Yeah,
it just hits the spot. Like I hate going to like a nice bar, and they have a fucking like steak on the menu. It's like, bro,
yeah.
yeah, let me hang out with the boys, drink a couple beers, and order a damn steak.
Have some garlic steak breath.
Yeah, like, and that goes into like, what if you're trying to get a girlfriend and you want to kiss that night? You want to kiss a person, and you can't because you ate garlic steak.
Yeah, that would be kind of murder.
And you know, I don't think there's any garlic used in like subpar bar food.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't expect there to be. I think it goes with the fries too. Of like imagine going to the bar and getting garlic fries. Like no one would ever do that.
No, like get fucking real. Ranch.
Like
Good ranch makes good bar
yes,
food.
ranch is the ultimate bar or the ultimate dipping sauce for tater tots. In my
I
opinion,
like I like ranch with the mozzarella sticks.
true.
You
I
know, the
ranch
the
ranch.
ranch last night was bad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was probably just like a bottle of Hidden Valley or something.
Yeah, I hate Hidden Valley Ranch.
Ranch is really easy to make. I will say that. But I guess I don't know. It just depends on what the bar's doing. I don't
What
know.
so like a good burger, availability of tater tots and ranch. Is that what makes good bar food, or is that what makes a good burger plate you order?
Well, I feel like there's also some bars I've seen have good sandwiches, and again, really simple sandwiches like a BLT. Just like it just feels like you should have the basics down, and you shouldn't like reinvent the wheel. Just like
Yeah.
have something that people will enjoy eating with their beer when they're just chilling. That's all it really takes, in my opinion.
Well, here comes the dark horse, my father's place, the bar, one of my favorite bars in the city. They have breakfast all day, all night. So you can show up if they're open till like 3 a.m. You can show up at 1 a.m. and order a damn Grand Slam. Get pancakes, bacon, and eggs, or oatmeal. And I
Dude,
think that's another like really good quality of a bar is having breakfast too.
well, think about Hot Cake House, which
Ex- they don't
I
have beer though.
I know,
That's
but
okay.
like think about like all those nights where you ended up at Hot Cake House somehow at like 2, 3 a.m. and it's like this godsend of breakfast food just coming straight to your table. Like if they had beer there, that'd probably be the best place in Portland.
Yeah, which is why my father's place is pretty up there. Cause
Yeah,
well, also they have a little. So okay, and I'm gonna give a little bit of game for the audio only listeners. If you know how to work the menu, you can get a French toast sandwich. So they have
that's crazy.
something. It's a French toast sandwich. It's $9, but nobody knows how to make it. So they just give you a French toast plate that's usually like $14. And I'm gonna leak this method in hopes that, nobody runs over there and orders 100 of them. But it's a little game.
Hey, and on that note, I think we've gotten what we need out of our topic wheel.
Yup.
Um, so our last little subject for this podcast, um, our friend Chalice is coming into town. Uh,
It's gonna
he's
be
been
here
known
for a
to,
whole week.
yeah. Oh, is it really a week?
Yep. And for people who don't know, and this was a little bit of foreshadowing from earlier. He's our leading ranch guy. He's
Is he
got a
really?
list on his phone of every ranch he's ever eaten in not chronological order, but rating orders. So like number one, like 11 for 2015 restaurant name ranch. It's a long list.
I didn't know that.
And
That's actually crazy.
well, I made that up, but for the sake of like adding like a dramatic flair. But
Oh, okay.
we will most likely be doing an in-person ranch tasting podcast with our friend Chalice.
So our friend Chalice is coming to town, like I was saying, for a week. Um, it's gonna be it's gonna be goofy. It's gonna be spontaneous, if I may.
And you
Um,
may. Oh, baby, you may.
so we thought we'd take a moment here to maybe predict, what's gonna happen when he's here. What?
Kind of like a bingo board situation.
Oh, that's a good idea. Should we fill one out?
Yeah, fuck it.
Um, okay.
Um,
Title: Chalice Trip. Okay. First, hmm.
what's the free one? What's the free one?
Oh, that's a good question. Is it gonna
Our
do automatically?
freebie order ranch. Or
Order
like
ranch.
that's the freebie.
Okay, we'll have to make sure.
Okay.
Um,
Kisses guy
okay.
or kisses and the next one kisses girl.
Should
Okay.
the third one be is rude to server?
Yes. Um and then is server rude or does pub random I don't know how you want to word this, but does random public person make fun of or like give Chalice a hard time without Chalice realizing it? Does that make sense?
Does
Does Chalice
Chalice
get dunked, I guess?
get dunked on without realizing? Is that too long?
No,
Let's
that's
go.
good. Order ranch is perfect. Okay. What else? Do you have any? Any like
Uh,
wacky things you think could happen?
um, maybe like Chalice forgets something at home, like in before the flight.
Okay, so that would be pretty wacky. I think that would be, but we're kind of pushing the realm of like that's not realistic, you know.
Okay, why is that not realistic?
I just don't feel like that's like come back down to earth, man. Like that's
Okay,
not
my
let's
bad.
like let's try to make it things that'll actually happen. Um,
How about
Chalice finds a gun or like gets his hands on a gun, maybe. Gets a gun. um, okay, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave the last three open for audio only listeners to in the HDF forum add some. We're giving 3 spots away for the Chalice Trip bingo card. Submit what you think the last three are for Chalice Trip, and then in the in-person podcast, we'll add them, go over them, show this to Chalice, and boom. Thoughts?
I'm down for that. I'm definitely kind of I'm definitely wringing out the old creative
All right,
towel dry.
there we go. I think that closes us off. Pretty good
Yeah,
setup.
I'm excited for it, honestly. This will be my first time meeting Chalice.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. You're in for a wild ride. He's definitely he's an animal.
So I've heard.
He's an
All right.
animal who feeds off of ranch.
On that note, um, thanks everyone for listening again. This one's be a little longer, so hopefully you've hung tight the entire time. Um, as usual, however you consume this media, make sure you like it, maybe share it with your friends. And yeah, we'll be back again soon. So,
And keep your eyes out for that in-person podcast.
yes, indeed.
Take us out, Craig.